South and now they know my name. Blood in, blood out, that's the family game. You think you understand, but you don't see the pain.
Blood runs deeper, blood runs deeper.
Streets raised me up when pops went away.
Blood runs deeper, blood runs deeper.
Blood runs deeper than the water that you pour. Blood runs deeper, deeper than before. Blood runs deeper, that's what we die for. Blood runs deeper, deeper to core. Deeper to core. Cali sunshine, but the block stay cold. Homie, blood chose me for I chose the street life. Loyalty tested when the heat strike twice.
Blood runs deeper, blood runs deeper.
OG wisdom from the older heads daily.
Blood runs deeper, blood runs deeper.
Blood runs deeper than the water that you pour. Blood runs deeper, deeper than before. Blood runs deeper, that's what we die for. Blood runs deeper, deeper to the core.
When they turn their backs,
Blood runs deeper.
when the money went black,
Blood runs deeper.
when the badges things came fast.
Blood runs deeper, blood runs deeper.
Syllables spilling like artillery ignition. Listen, blood covenant written in permanent inscription. Family ties bind tighter than judicial jurisdiction.
Blood runs deeper, blood runs deeper.
Genetic predisposition for this street composition.
Blood runs deeper, blood runs deeper.
Real, recognize real, that's the code we live by. Street wisdom, pain, vision, watch me testify. From the blocks where hope dies, still I rise high. Struggle made me broken, crazy, now I fly skies. Every star tells a story, every tear motivation. Grinding through the pain, transforming desperation. Real ones see the fire burning in my eyes. Real ones know the truth, they never tell lies. Real, recognize real, can't fake what I am. Built from broken pieces, now I take my stand. Real, recognize real, authentic from the start. Never switch up, never give up, real from the heart. Real, recognize real, recognize real. That's how we deal. Through the struggle and the pain. Real, recognize real, recognize real. Keep it still. Victory through the rain. Real, recognize recognize real. OG status certified, West Coast bred. Respect spread, never been denied. Smooth operator, real player, never been a fake. Loyal to the soil, blood and toil for the streets' sake. Real ones around me, fake ones can't come near. Authentic energy, real synergy, crystal clear game. Recognized game, that's the West Coast way. Real players play, fake ones fade away. Real recognized, real beneficial from day one. Street credibility, real ability, second to none. Real recognized, real authenticity runs deep. What you sow, you reap. Real ones never sleep. Real recognize real, real recognize real. That's how we deal, through the struggle and the pain. Real recognize real, real recognize real. Keep the steals, victory through the rain. Real recognize real, multi-syllabic mastery, lyrical catastrophe. Rappers run from asking me. Authenticity's my strategy, naturally crafted genius. Real between us, keen on seeing through the pretenders. Syllable bender, lyrical defender of the truth. Real from my youth, booth proof, never aloof. Recognize a realness, feel this undeniable skill. Wordplay thrill, verbal drill, climb up the hill. Real recognize real, intellectual steel sharpened. Never been a target, marking my arm with no bargain. Recognize realness, witness this lyrical fitness. Real ones feel this, fake ones can't deal with the quickness. Real recognize real. That's how we deal. That's how we deal. Through the struggle and the pain. Real recognize real, real recognize real. Keep it still, victory through the rain. Real recognize real. That's the only way to feel. Keep it authentic, keep it still. Real recognize real. Tell you about this corner where I grew, man. Same spot every day, same crew, man. Watching all the moves that these fools playing. Blood on the pavement, that's the truth. Damn, corner teaching lessons that you can't learn. Books don't show you how the streets turn. Everyday survival gotta earn. One wrong step and you crash and burn. This is where I write down all my pain, yo. Every single struggle in the rain, bro. Talking to myself when I'm insane, yo. Block teaching wisdom that'll change. So, knowledge from the concrete, understand me. It's the education that they can't teach. Corner University, that's my family. Real shit happening right here. G. Block code, that's the only way. Block code. Hustle every day. Block code. Respect what we say. Block code. This is how we play. Block code. Struggle in the pain. Block code. Corner where we stay. Now I'm smooth with it, laid back in the cut. West Coast living, never giving up. Corner been my teacher since I was a pup. Learning all the game, how to level up. Block code in my veins, that's the OG way. Homies got my back every single day. Corner conversations, that's how players play. Street education, never let it stray. Real ones recognize the authentic flow. Corner University, this is how legends grow. This where all the realest cats go. Wisdom from the block, that's what players know. Smooth operator with the corner sense. Every lesson learned was so damn intense. Block code running through my blood sense. Corner taught me more than any defense. Block code, that's the only way. Block code. Hustle every day. Block code. Respect what we say. Block code. This is how we play. Block code. Struggle in the pay. Block code. Corner where we stay. Multisyllabic, systematic, automatic flow. Corner mathematics, so dramatic, let them know. Alphabetic, kinetic, prophetic when I go. Corner academic, so athletic, watch me grow. Punchlines hitting harder than a freight train. Corner education running through my brain. Block code encrypted in my DNA strain. Every single lesson helping me maintain. Rapid fire delivery with precision aim. Corner University, remember the name. Block taught me patience, taught me how to wait. Corner conversations, determining my fate. Intellectual with the street credentials. Block code principles, so essential. Corner wisdom flowing through my mental. This education is so fundamental. Block code, that's the only way. Block code, hustle every day. Block code, respect what we say. Block code, this is how we play. Block code, struggling to pay. Block code, corner where we stay. Corner where I learned everything I know. Block code in my heart wherever I go. This the realest education, let it show. Corner University. Young man, listen close, time ain't on your side. Streets been calling you, where you gonna hide? Your mama raised you right, but these blocks get cold. Tell me what you work when your soul gets sold. Pain cuts deep, son, but it makes you strong. Every scar you wear proves you've been here long. Don't let them break you, stand up, fight back. Question in your heart, what you gonna pack?
Who you gonna be when the smoke clears out? Who you gonna be when there ain't no doubt? Who you gonna be when they test your soul? Who you gonna be when you lose control? Tell me now. Tell me how. Tell me how. You gon' make it through. You gon' make it true.
Cruising down the block in my 64. Game being good to me, can't ask for more. OG status earned through these dusty streets. Every move I make got that West Coast beat. Smooth like cognac, sharp like my game. Keeping it 100, never chasing fame. Real recognize real, that's the way it goes. Question for you, homeboy, what your future holds?
Who you gonna be when the smoke clears out? Who you gonna be when there ain't no doubt? Who you gonna be when they test your soul? Who you gonna be when you lose control? Tell me now. Tell me how. Tell me how. You gon' make it through. You gon' make it true.
Rapid fire delivery, syllable stack. Multiple rhymes in every single track. Clever with the wordplay, sharp with the wit. Every single bar that I spit's a hit. Question mark hanging over your dome. Will you stay a child or will you come home? Punchlines cutting through the static and noise. Time to make a choice, time to find your voice. Lyrical assassin with precision intact. Every single rhyme is a certified fact. Mental gymnastics, verbal acrobat. Question for the masses, where your backbone at?
Who you gonna be when the smoke clears out? Who you gonna be when there ain't no doubt? You'll be when you lose control. Tell me now. Tell me how. You gon' make it through. You gon' make it true. Young blood, old soul. Time to choose your role. Who you gonna be?
Yeah, it's that kingdom shit. From the castle to the block. West Coast royalty. Out. Yo, I've been fighting battles since I came up from the dirt. Every scar on my chest tells a story of the hurt. Started as a peasant, but my vision stayed clear. Now I'm sitting on the throne that I built through the tears. They try to break me down like I was nothing but a squire, but that fire in my belly burned much fucking higher. 7 years of grinding, sleeping on that cold stone floor. Now these motherfuckers bow when I walk through the door. Knights try to test me, but they couldn't match my steel. Real, recognized real, and my armor's fucking real. Built my kingdom brick by brick with these callous hands. Now I rule these streets like I'm controlling all the lands. From the dungeon to the tower, I climbed every step while these fake ass lords were talking all that shit. But now they see the crown sitting heavy on my head, and they know I earned my spot through the blood that I shed. War crown, sitting on my dome. Fought my way up to the throne. War crown, never standing down. King of my own town. Check it, young king, been grinding since way back. Rolling through these streets in that all-black Cadillac. Castle on the hill, but I still fuck with the block. OG status earned, never needed no props. Smooth operator, moving weight like a boss. Every move calculated, never taking a loss. Got my royal court filled with soldiers so true. When we ride through your hood, better know what we do. Champagne and chronic, that's how we celebrate another victory lap. While these haters just wait. West Coast royalty, that's been the motto. Living life full throttle like we hit the lotto. Respect in these streets ain't something you can buy. Had to prove my worth when the stakes were sky high. Now I'm sitting pretty with my kingdom secure. Every dollar that I make keeps my legacy pure. War crown, sitting on my dome. Fought my way up to the throne. War crown, never standing down. King of my own town. Lyrical assassin with the flow so precise. Cut through competition like a blade made of ice. Multi-syllable rhymes hitting harder than a mace. When I step to the mic, put these rappers in their place. Metaphorical mono with the wordplay supreme. Turning every single verse into part of my scheme. Battle through the trenches, now I'm ruling the realm. Got the people's respect with my hand on the helm. Punchlines penetrating like arrows through armor. Verbal execution and causing lyrical trauma. Quick-witted warrior with the cadence so tight. Every bar that I spit brings more power to the fight. Conquered every critic with the skill and the craft. While these peasant-ass rappers got me laughing so fast. Intellectual night with the pen as my sword. Now they all recognize me as their
Yeah. Let me tell you something real quick. You've been walking around with your head up high, thinking that you know me, but you don't even try. I've been keeping quiet, watching how you move. But the day to day, I'm gonna tell you through the deed, tell you the truth. You serious what's deep? All them assumptions that you choose to keep. Open to see the surface, what you miss was deep. All them assumptions that you choose to keep. Halfway, this is real talk. No game. This is real talk. Laughing up, hey, dang. It's real. Your game was. Don't the game, yo. You got me picture white ass night. You got me thinking, but you way off base. Then too back to let you deck disrespect place. Oh, geez, started to the front. That. Come and get these all night time. Hold your back, gotta take my mind. This is super call off, I can get see. Walk through the brand mind, then you see your food shake. Suck your thing from top, brand you bang. Yeah, Yeah.
Not long.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
No lies or fake smiles, so just truth for while.
Oh, all I have is going round the top. Got that apple liver pal, yeah. Grace.
Song for a talk back, that's letting you showers. That you see your bars for your mind to break. Quick with a sharp tongue, that's our reputation. Wordplay, with a sticker and say, no.
Never seen you talk. No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Swoop, numb dog.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. This is real talk. You know the pain.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say to you. I think I gotta say real, recognize real, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's real talk, yeah.
Yeah. From the land of the rising sun, where the hustle don't stop, it's done. Tokyo streets told me everything I know. Started in the shadows where the neon bleeds. Pachinko parlors count my dirty deeds. Mama worked 3 jobs just to pay the rent. Every yen we earned, every dollar spent. Learned the game quick, had to think fast. In the concrete jungle where the die is cast. Young hungry wolf with a samurai's code. Honor in the struggle down this winding road. From Tokyo, Cali, we rise above. Built from the struggle. Earn every dub, earn every dub. Respect in the streets, victory in blood, we rise above. From Tokyo to Cali, we rise above. Now I'm cruising through Shibuya, top down, win free. Chopsticks to the left, chronic on the right of me. OG status earned through the trials and pain. Sun setting on my path, sunshine through the rain. Sake in my cup, wisdom in my brain. Every star tells stories that I can't explain. From the east to the west, keeping it real. Paper chase eternal, that's my fucking deal. From Tokyo to Cali, we rise above. Built from the struggle, earn every dub of every dub. Respect in the streets, victory in bloody, we rise above. From Tokyo to Cali, we rise above. Syllable symphonic, delivery demonic, wordplay so chronic, flow is supersonic, multi-layer bombs like a lyrical lasagna, spitting fire faster than a Tokyo sauna. Clever combinations, verbal assassinations, breaking down barriers between the nations. Street wisdom infinite, mindset magnificent, power through persistence, forever. Taught me everything. From the east to the west, we the fucking best. From Tokyo to Cali, we rise above. Built from the struggle, earned every dub, we're now every dub. Respect in the streets, victory in blood, we rise above. From Tokyo to Cali, we rise above. Yeah, international hustle, worldwide grind. Leave the past behind, victory defined. Tokyo Tokyo to Cali, now you know the name. Street rapper in the game. Grab up, but in the game. Block taught me everything I know. Check it. Corner was my classroom, pavement was my teacher. Every scar lesson, every fall made me deeper. Mama said stay strong when the pain hit harder. Watch my neighbors fall, made me grind much smarter. Raw truth in my chest, can't fake what I live through. Blood, sweat in these streets, that's the knowledge that equip you. Motivate the youth, show them there's another way. Turn your struggle to your strength, let your hustle lead the way. Never fold under pressure, never bend when they test you. Every block got a story, mine just happened to bless you. Real talk from the heart, no facade in my message. It's the wisdom from the corner, that's my block education lesson. Block lessons. Block lessons. Everything I learned came from the street session. Block lessons. Block lessons. Turn your pain into power, that's my confession. Block lessons. Block corner taught me more than any school could mention. Yeah, block lessons. Block lessons. Block lessons. Lessons. Block lessons. Lessons. Block lessons. Lessons. Everything I know. Cruising through the hood in my ride, feeling blessed though. West side veteran, respect what the stress show. OG wisdom flowing smooth like my cadence. Corner store philosophy, that's where I gained this. Laid back but alert, that's the Cali way of thinking. Palm trees and concrete, that's the mix that kept me sinking in the deeper understanding of the game that we playing. Corner conversations with the homies, wisdom staying real. Recognize real, that's the code that we follow. Street smart education, never shallow, never hollow. Smooth operator vibes, but the lessons still heavy. Corner store university always kept me ready. Block lessons. Block lessons. Everything I learned came from the street session. Block lessons. Block lessons. Turn your pain into power, that's my confession. Block lessons. Block lessons taught me more than any school could mention. They block lessons. Block lessons. Block lessons. Lessons. Block lessons. Lessons. Block lessons. Lessons. Everything I know, they don't teach this in textbooks. Kona gave me the real looks. Every story, every shrug made me humble, kept me supple. Block wisdom, block vision, that's my education mission. Rapid fire delivery with precision in my diction. Corner contradiction turned into my conviction. Multisyllabic mastery with mathematical precision. Every calculation calculated through the street jurisdiction. Blackmatic systematic education. Corner conversations led to my elevation. Quick with it with the wordplay, sharp like a razor. Corner store professor, neighborhood behavior. Modifier, intensifier, the realest realization. Street sophistication through the blocks orientation. Lyrical liberation from the pavement penetration. Corner consultation gave me power and pace. Academic from the asphalt, scholarly from the street. Corner curriculum complete with the knowledge that I need. Rapid rhymes and reason from the flashes for a bitch. Sessions, block wases, block wases. Sit, did my hood, then bunnies choose sessions. Block lessons, block lessons. Terry being at the block is like Jesse. Block lessons, block lessons. I'm so rather ain't scream permission. They're block lessons, block lessons. Block lessons, lessons. Block lessons, lessons. Think I'm out there. Yeah. From the block where the truth gets told, where your words carry weight, pure soul. Check it. Started young, watching elders speak wisdom. Corner preacher with the flow, no religion. Raw truth spilling from these cracked lips. Life lessons learned through bloody fists. Mama says, son, your voice got power. Every struggle builds a tower. Pain in my chest, but I speak clear. Words hit harder when the message sincere. I'm that voice from the pavement, speaking real. Hustle with respect, that's how we heal. Victory over struggle, that's the deal. Corner profit, keeping it real. Smooth flow like that California breeze. OG status moving with ease. Been around the block, seen it all unfold. Young cats listen when the story gets told. Wisdom dripping from these weathered hands. Street university, no lesson plans. Laid back delivery, but the message stays strong. Been preaching this truth my whole life long. I'm that voice from the pavement, speaking real. Hustle with respect, that's how we heal. Victory over struggle, that's the deal. Corner profit, keeping it real. Multi-syllabic flow, watch me elevate. Sharp punchlines hit, never demonstrate. Wordplay crisp like that morning air. Complex rhymes, but the meaning stays clear. Rapid fire delivery, mind sharp and still. Every bar crafted, every line surreal. Profit status earned through the grind. Speaking for the voiceless, peace of mind. I'm that voice from the pavement, speaking real. Hustle with respect, that's how we heal. Victory over struggle, that's the deal. Corner profit, keeping it real. From the concrete came this gift of speech. Every word I drop, someone I can reach. Truth resonates across the divide. Corner profit with nothing to hide. That's how we heal. Corner profit, keeping it real. You keep it real with me. Street tales in pain, that's all I see. Real ones know what I mean. Real ones living the scene. Pain in my chest, but I stand up tall. Real ones answer when I make the call. Keep it real with you, keep it real with me. Real ones, that's how we be. Real ones know, real ones show. Real ones never fold when the pressure's low. Real ones know, real ones show. Real ones stand up when it's time to go. Real ones. Real ones. Cruising through the West, player, that's my vibe. Real ones by my side, OG till I die. Keep it 100, never tell a lie. Real ones, real reaching for the sky. West side till the end, that's how players roll. Real ones in my circle, that's how I control. Smooth like the breeze off the Cali coast. Real ones, that's what I toast. Real ones know, real ones show. Real ones never fold when the pressure's low. Real ones know, real ones show. Real ones stand up when it's time to go. Real ones. Real ones. Rapid fire rhymes for the real ones listening. Authentic individuals, that's what we missing. Real ones, never stop grinding. Perfect combination, syllables aligning. Wordplay visit with the truth I'm spitting. Real ones recognize when I'm truly hitting. Speed of light delivery, but the message clear. Real one, that's all I hear. Real ones know, real ones show. Real ones never fold when the pressure's low. Real ones know, real ones show. Real ones stand up when it's time to go. Real ones, real ones. Real ones, real ones. Real ones, real ones, real ones, real ones. Keep it real with me. Real ones, real ones. Real ones, that's how we be. Yeah. Check it out. Let me talk to you real quick. Remember back in the day when we was young? Remember back in the day when we was young? You was my homie, you was my brother. You was my homie, you was my brother. Now I see you on the corner, what you done? Now I see you on the corner, what you done? Real talk, that's all I got for you. Real talk, that's all I got for you. We came up from the bottom, now look what we been through. We came up from the bottom, now look what we been through. Real talk, I'm keeping it 100. Real talk, I'm keeping it 100. Go check it out, my dude, let me break it down smooth. Go check it out, my dude, let me break it down smooth. Back in the day we was tight, now you acting like a fool. Back in the day we was tight, now you acting like a fool. West Coast living, that's the way we do. But you changed up, homie, that ain't cool. Real talk, that's all I got for you. Real talk, that's all I got for you. We came up from the bottom, now look what we been through. We came up from the bottom, now look what we been through. Real talk, I'm keeping it 100. Real talk, I'm keeping it 100. You was my brother, you was my friend. You was my brother, you was my friend. But everything got to come to an end. But everything got to come to an end. I still love you though. I still love you though. Listen up, listen close, I got words that cut deep. Listen up, listen close, I got words that cut deep. You sleep on loyalty while I stay up in these streets. You sleep on loyalty while I stay up in these streets. Quick with the comebacks, sharp with the flow. Quick with the comebacks, sharp with the flow. Multi-syllable rhymes, that's how I let you know. Multi-syllable rhymes, that's how I let you know. Wordplay wizard, intellectual beast. Wordplay wizard, intellectual beast. But my heart still hurt from the way you deceased. But my heart still hurt from the way you deceased. Real talk, that's all I got for you. Real talk, that's all I got for you. We came up from the bottom, now look what we been through. We came up from the bottom, now look what we been through. Real talk, I'm keeping it 100. Real talk, I'm keeping it 100. Yeah, real talk, that's all I got. Real talk.